Okay, this is Nathaniel. Yeah, so far this is really great, very impressive. Um, let's take a look at the Maya file. So the good news is I finally figured out the facial animation problem, and it's this sort of obscure preference thing that I kind of forgot about. So let's see if the problem's still happening here. If I set a keyframe on this, for example, and then move it, and then let's say just move it to there, and then kind of move around a bit. And so what I've changed is in the preferences, which I got by clicking right here under animation, change the evaluation mode to DG, and it seems to work. And that was it. So that's all it was. I tried like so many other things before then. It's ridiculous. Um, so yeah, let's just look at this animation from another angle. So one thing to look at on a walk is while the character has their weight on this foot, you can kind of shift the center of gravity over to the foot that's carrying the weight. Well, and really that's good for any movement. So let's start here. Um, and let's look here. So his weight is over this foot, and you can shift the pelvis so it's more centered over that foot. I just have auto keyframe on right now. If I can hit S too. Okay. And there's still no weight on there, so it can still be a bit more centered over this one. And then here it should be about centered, which it is. And then here you can start shifting it over this foot. And then here, oh, I guess, more like here. It can be more centered over that foot. And I just like to be careful not to overextend the leg so that it's stretching out. So it's a subtle difference. Well, that's too quick of a transition between here and here. What I might want to do is just delete out this one. And it can be in front of the leg because they can kind of lean forward. I always like to try to keep at least a little tiny bend in the knee so that it doesn't overextend. Yeah, and that's more in the middle. And here, yeah, it's a little bit more over that side. So anyways, there's that side to side that you can work with. Let's watch it through your shot camera again. I might simplify the camera moves, maybe lose a little bit. It's that I particularly don't like that last camera move. I think it's too much swinging around. I might just try a straight cut. So for example, let's select the camera, and yeah, you have some cuts here. So what I would say is, you've got the camera here, and you want to go around to there. maybe just have it cut here. So I could take this guy, move him back to here, change these to a step tangent type. See if we like that any better. So the step tangent type will mean like it's a straight cut. Well, that was a little late. Let's move it a little earlier. So for me, that's better. I don't like the kind of the really big swinging around kind of camera moves. And it's always good to cut on the movement. So you want to cut in the middle of the movement. It'll feel like a continuous motion between the cuts. They feel sort of seamless when the character is moving through the cut. Maybe it could be even a touch earlier there, because he's kind of mostly left the frame there, and I might go maybe here. So try it, see if you like it. Animation is just going great. Just kind of keep going, putting in that detail, pay attention to the center of gravity, edge or facial stuff, but you're doing a really good job.